Hey everyone, today we're going to check out this fixer-upper I just acquired. It's a small house with great potential and it has a large backyard with a view. We're going to get started on this project soon and I'm going to share my scope of work. Don't miss the end of the video where I'm going to share the acquisition numbers. In the front, most of the house is covered by overgrown shrubs and you don't really see the front entrance. I know some viewers may have a different opinion, but from the resale standpoint, unkept bushes tend to signal a dilapidated home that hasn't been cared for. Even if we trim down these bushes, they still wouldn't look nice. So we'll have to remove most of these big ones, the weeds, to replace them with smaller plants. We also plan to remove this brick planter box right in front to widen this walkway. On the building structure, the maroon color with white trim is so old school and jarring. We're going to repaint it with a neutral color after removing the decorative stripes and shelves. We're also going to replace all the aluminum windows throughout the house and the antiquated garage door that has holes in it. The roof is in good condition and the solar panels on top would be appealing to buyers. I'm very surprised by this newer front door and it saves us about $500. Now welcome inside. On your right side, immediately there are the dining room and the kitchen, and then we enter the spacious living room. There is an oversized window overlooking the bay, which is nice. And the tiled ceiling and the traditional chandelier have to be gutted. So do the filthy brown carpet. And on this side over here, there is a fireplace hidden behind some stuff. This is actually a pretty nice fireplace with a beautiful mantle, so we can easily give it a fresh coat of paint and make it look new. There's a piano, a couch, TVs and chairs, and a lot of random stuff left behind by the previous owner because I offered to take care of anything that they don't want anymore so they can have an easier move. Because we have to do a lot of demolition anyways, we're going to be able to sort out all the belongings and throw away the trash efficiently. The dining room and kitchen are fully enclosed right now. And in the kitchen, we have old wooden cabinets, Formica countertops, and linoleum floors on one side, and a standalone oven and microwave hood on this side that are extremely gross. This enclosed space feels tight and isolated, and I plan to open up this wall to create a better flow, and we can also add an island here to add storage and counter space in the kitchen. And once the floor plan is more open, this space will also feel roomier. Before I show you more of this dilapidated small house, smash the like button below and subscribe to the channel to see more interesting before and after videos like this. I recently wrote a book called Flipping Houses Quick Start Guide. It's a comprehensive guide for beginners. Grab your copy on Amazon today if you're interested. At the end of the dark hallway, we get to the compact guest bathroom. The shower enclosures look very cheap and old-fashioned. So are the medicine cabinet and the vanity. We plan to replace all of the fixtures in here and remove the shower curtains and the shelf, repaint the minty green walls, and retile the linoleum floors. The first bedroom of the three also has green-colored walls. The room feels dark because the window is filthy. There's a sewing machine and a dresser left behind and a ton of books that have to be cleared out. I'm sure the room will look a lot better once we replace the window and repaint the walls. I like that there's hardwood floors that can be refinished cost effectively. We just have to check other areas underneath the carpet to see if there's hardwood floors, and it would be nice if that's the case. The second bedroom feels extremely tight because of all the furniture cramped in here. For a small bedroom, it's important to use light and bright paint colors and a light or even clear wood stain. We also need to add a ceiling light, replace the window and the closet door. The primary bedroom is the biggest of the three, but only by a little bit. Once we put in a ceiling light, repaint the walls, replace the window, the closet doors, and restore the floors, we'll also use professional staging to set up a nice functional layout to best showcase this space. The primary bathroom is very constricted, but the size is not uncommon in the Bay Area. We don't have the option to expand the bathroom, but we could get the square-shaped shower tiles and replace it with a light and simple wall tile that create an illusion of a bigger shower. A clear shower glass door would also help. I never really like pedestal sinks because they don't provide any storage and the style is outdated. We'll replace it with a vanity with a cabinet. The green floor tiles don't match anything and they definitely have to go. Through this narrow doorway, we can access the garage downstairs and a hidden feature of this home that I'm going to show you in a little bit. This two-car garage feels very cramped because of all the junk inside. We'll clear it out, sheetrock the walls to make it look like a space that's readily usable. The hidden feature that I was talking about is this bonus room right next to the garage. It seems like it was used as a workshop before, but it's very chaotic. We're going to clear everything out, put insulation and sheetrock the walls to make this a bonus family room, and we can even open up the stairway here so that it can be accessed directly without having to go through the garage. Additional living space can add a lot of functionality to this otherwise compact home, and it will add a lot of value. Right now, to access the backyard, we have to go through the side yard and via these steep and slippery steps. After a few weeks of rain, there's moss everywhere, and I actually slipped on one of these steps when I came to visit the house the first time. We really have to clean it up and address the safety hazard. But the good thing is, once the bonus room is done, we could add a slider out back so we could make the indoor and outdoor living more seamless. This home sits on an 8,000 square foot lot, so the backyard is huge. But the hodgepodge of random things and the lack of maintenance makes it hard to appreciate the space and the view. It's really puzzling what many of these things are here for, like these rusted metal cylinder things and the old bathtubs and the greenhouse that's empty. It's going to cost about $10,000 to have the junk removed, and after that, I'm hoping to have a better idea of what hardscape and landscape will be needed. For now, I know that we need a new fence right here to give this backyard more privacy. We also need to remove a lot of these large overgrown shrubs and trim back the trees to make the backyard not look like a jungle anymore. There's so much leaves on the steps and it's really hard to see where the ground actually is. And this huge tree and bushes really makes this like an African safari. The weeds here is crazy and you see so many different kinds of bathtubs and they are filled with plants and weeds, and there's a lot of other random things too, and this is really the weirdest backyard I've ever inherited. The property line is actually pretty far out, but a lot of this is actually sloped, so it can be utilized. We definitely have quite some work carved out for us to transform this chaos into a serene and functional backyard. Now you've seen the crazy Jumanji-like backyard, it's time for a whole house walkthrough. This is a small compact home with a simple floor plan. The living area is tight right now, but once the kitchen is opened up, it will feel more spacious and appealing. You may not be able to tell from the video, but you can see the bay from the living room window, which makes it a big selling point. The home obviously needs a thorough cleanup and a lot of TLC, but it got good bones, which is the most important, and the rehab is gonna be pretty straightforward. Subscribe to the channel to get notified when the after video is up. I'm going to discuss the acquisition numbers right after this. Don't go anywhere. Now let's get to the numbers. I purchased this house for $900,000 and my renovation budget is $180,000, which is quite high for a small house like this. But because of all the junk that has to be removed and the conversion of the bonus room, it's a reasonable price. I'm hoping to sell the house for $1.35 or more on the exit. I hope you enjoyed this fixer-upper tour, and if you did, smash the like button below and subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys so much. See you next time. Would be appealing to some buyers. And welcome inside.
Don't close the door.
And trash whatever we don't want. And the space will also feel a lot more efficient because we can refinish it cost effectively.